Thanks for staying with us. So Burna Boy trended in the last few days, especially because of what happened at Club Cubana in Victoria Island over the weekend. So we took the story a few times. I think it was Miriam took the story saying that he went to a party, to a club, and he had with him 5 of his police escorts. He was making a pass at a married woman, and when he did that, the married woman's husband accosted him saying that, why would you do that to my wife? Then things went back, the party went on. Again, he made another pass at the wife again. And then I was like, oh, God, Wendy, what is going on here? At some point, back and forth happened. Somebody was shot in the thigh. Another person was shot through the head. Although both of them are alive, they didn't die, thank God for that. But what was even the high point of this was that night, Burna Boy fled to Spain, calling his escort, saying, guys, hasta la vista, I'm out. Whatever happens, just keep me posted, So, and the police like this. So I read in the papers yesterday, they're calling him a fugitive that he has to call. And others are saying, what does Burna Boy have to do with this? He went to a party and he went for a club. What's the big deal? Was it Burna Boy that shot? Was it Burna Boy that pulled the trigger? Those are the questions. Is he at fault in this? What are your thoughts? You can call us on 081-270-53687. 091-390-7694. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag your view TVC so we can read your tweets. Nima, let me start with you because your thoughts. Do you think Burna Boy should have stayed back, or where is Burna Boy's fault in this whole thing?
The very, very beginning. So Burna Boy had 2 detailed police officers attached to him to protect him because, of course, he's a high-profile individual. Like
very important
personality. So, and these people would do anything under their duties to protect him, to show that they're working. So it's called vicarious liability. And if Burna Boy's action, which of course is clear now that he tried to hit on a married woman whose husband stood up for her. So even if she was alone and he tried to hit on the woman, she said no. Mind your business. But because, his youthful exuberance and all of that, he continued, and this led to his police officers shooting in a public place. Let's even assume nobody was injured. That they shot in that public place is actionable, and Burna Boy, as the sole beneficiary of that protection, is vicariously liable for the people attached to him. Now, Nigerians are arguing that these are police officers under the Nigerian police force. But he knew what... we know that certain high profile know how they get this police attachment to them. Yeah. And so you cannot now come and say, no, when they have committed crime, they are to you.
Yourself. Let me get your point.
I wanted to finish how this public, these are so-called artists. So another A-list artist like himself almost shot me at Ilashe Beach on my wedding anniversary in 2020.
Hey, Nima,
I'm telling you, I'm sitting here saying it with full chest. Just because we had even stepped out of the way for him because I didn't know that was his beach house. It was my first time trying to see one of the beach houses there. We're just strolling around the beach. And he was approaching. And then we started hearing noise. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. So they said, everybody stay out of the way. Somebody was pushing us out of the way. And so when I thought he had moved, all of us had decided to move too. And so I hear papa inside the yard. Inside the yard, over my head.
Your life flashed in your before.
In my before. Just because of what? And I knew that there was no threat. But because these officers needed to show their organ that they are doing their working for the few dollars that they would get, I would have been at risk. This is what happened to us.
Let me hear the West thoughts. Do you agree? This
thank you.
Thank
you for giving me the opportunity to express myself in defense of the star that I like, our African giants.
Hello.
Okay, so let me start by saying it's impossible to absolve Burna Boy of every form of blame because they were working with him at that time. Their time on the clock was with him. But really, for me, it is the police. It is the overzealousness because of small change. I strongly feel we need to stop having police escort for everybody that categorize themselves as VIP. People should have private bodyguards. Private bodyguards that is 100% liable for whatever they do. These gunshots, these people that are in the hospital were shot by bullets that was paid for by taxpayers' money. And for me, who is responsible? It will be the police officers themselves. and the authority that delegated them to do that job. We have general one-on-one crises, and they'll say, oh, the police don't have enough bullets. There was a case that happened in Ogbomoso, and the police commissioner, people in the police station were saying that, we cannot fight. How many bullets do we have in the entire police station? If we shoot, these people have more bullets than us. So let's not even bother shooting. They ran away.
But they're wasting it
the
in
case
the club
of what
now.
happened, I know where I'm going to. The case that happened in Owo, we spoke to the Oba. The Oba said, there's a police station right within but they don't have anything to fight them. Yet, we've had several cases where police escorts of certain VIPs have access to shoot to clear road. They will shoot. They are more equipped, and they are shooting to clear the road, not to fight insurgency, not to recover kidnappers, but they have ability to shoot to clear road. It's happened once, it's happened twice, it's happened several times, and yet our police have not taken it. They will say it is like people. Nima, you use big legal language that she just used. Vicarious liability. They will use vicarious liability to put the blame in a way that would not make them take responsibility for how they have failed us. So if there is bullets to shoot within the club, and there's no bullets to shoot when people are kidnapped and bandits, then you don't have any case. Police people should deal with themselves.
Awesome. But now let me come to you. Is it a crime? Look, of course it's a crime. But what are your thoughts on Burna Boy's actions? So,
is it the
overzealousness, trying to make a pass at somebody's wife. You didn't touch her. You didn't grope her. You were just making a pass from your distance to her. Now, the man got defensive. Let's talk about that, because that's what caused this whole thing that happened in the
for me,
club.
personally, I would define it as sexual harassment.
Okay.
When you come to me and I say no, please go back. Don't come again and come again and come again. And it was quite disrespectful to the husband. It's not like the lady went to club alone. She was with somebody. Right. Whether it's the husband or brother, the fact that she had somebody with her, you should have given that respect. You had 3 ladies with you. That will not reach you. That's, what's this king that had a vineyard in the scriptures and went to take the neighbor's own because he felt with the millions he had. That's greed. And also oppression and entitlement. So you get to a certain stage in your life and you feel like I can have everything because I have the fame, I have the money, the people love me, and just wave that.
I have your wife.
Yeah, I have your wife. I can have your wife. I can have your children. I can have anything I want. We need to begin to respect humans. We need to begin to respect boundaries. We need to begin to respect no. When somebody says no, please accept that no and go. I would also blame Burna Boy, because we sit here and we talk about children when they go out and they mess up, and we take responsibility. So if your child comes to my house and breaks television, I'm not going to jack him up and put him in prison. I will hold you. And stop there. Your child has broken my television. How do we fix it? You will take responsibility. That's the right thing to do. When you know that you have security people, detail, you should have conversations with them. Fine. People will always come around me. I'm a superstar here. But find a way to let them down easy.
But they are the ones with the training, not you. Your job is to... They're the ones with the training that they know when you are in danger. They know better, not you. You wouldn't know that. So it's their job. I wouldn't know that. Discretion.
But there's a way you have a conversation. Do your work easy. I wouldn't want, except there's a situation where they are shooting at us, then you can shoot to defend me. But we are going
died.
No, leave that thing. We are going to a public place. Right. Why are you handling a gun?
Okay, let me come to the Burna Boy. Wait, I'm coming there now. The Burna Boy, where last concert he had, people were throwing bras at him, branded bras. So that can pump a man out there. You know what? They want me. But even a married one, I could get you.
So I understand. No, job. So the Lagbaja's song, I love Lagbaja. Lagbaja said, "Now my right to ask you." Now your right, whether you go agree, but if you know your rights, baby, and you can say no, you go talk at JJ, respect yourself. It's a right to say I want to, and the person has the right to say no. So the first toasting, the first move was not a problem for me. The second move was disrespect, because I've been in situations where I went to hang out with my husband, and I was dancing, and my husband, when he dances with me, everybody will know I'm the owner of this thing. Then he steps out and you make a move. One, you are disrespecting me because you know I came with somebody. What do you think? Every woman is going to jump after everybody. and then you now pass a card. I now give my husband, I now do that to him. You must have that respect. So I think Burna Boy disrespected all of us, his female fans.
Yes.
Some people are throwing bra, which does not mean that everybody wants to. We
wants to
like
throw
you,
bra.
not for that area. So that was wrong. But on the other hand, let me let Nima.
Before I let you, Nima, let me take Ade. I'll come to you, Nima. Ade from London, are you there?
Yeah,
Ade, you're live. Go ahead, please.
I condemn what the police did. It's very wrong, but police have been misbehaving in Nigeria, not today. But I want to ask all of you a question, please. I'm a bit confused. You got married, you have a wife, and you are taking your wife to the club house, which is where people get drunk. Anything can happen. Is it proper to take your wife to the club? See, even though I condemn what you do, I mean, I can't have done it. You take your own wife, mother of your children, or future children, to the club, where you smoke and do every sort of thing. What are you trying to do to that woman in future? I don't like it.
Oh, Mr.
That's my own contribution.
I don't understand.
I understand
Please,
you.
please, I didn't get it. What is it?
He was attacking
How would you carry your wife to
the husband for carrying the wife.
Please take me to club.
I'm born again now, you know, and I am born again. But so let me be very honest. I didn't club as a single girl. I did not do any of all those grooves. So when I was getting married, and I loved to have fun, I wanted to do these things in marriage. And God blessed me with a husband that was comfortable. We rocked every place from on the mainland to the island. Before I now said, okay, I have club finished. I have tired. And then I'm not doing again. So, but I really wanted to exploit, and I felt I couldn't do it until I was married. But within the confines of marriage, I felt I could now do these things and exploit. And I'm done to a large extent. Anyway.
Okay, so for me,
it's not disrespectful.
husband and Burna Boy both comported themselves wrongly.
Okay, husband?
Both husband and Burna Boy.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's where I saw it. So Burna Boy went out of his way to ask a woman out. And everybody might be throwing bra at you, but you're still not somebody's taste. Some people will just look at him and prefer him as an artist that they can farm, but not a man that they can be attached to. And a woman has that right to say no. But the husband should also wait until there's trouble to defend the woman. So she has gone out to a club. You might just be getting the opportunity to test your wife's taste. Maybe you are together and this kind of test has not happened. Let her be the one to say no. Protect her as much as possible, but don't jump in. So this happened in my own marriage where somebody was hitting on my husband in the earliest days of our marriage, and I faced my front. And he thought, no, a woman, she was touching me and he didn't do anything. If she slapped me when I'm defending you. But the truth is, I wanted to know the kind of person I was married to. If you wanted to enjoy it and pass cards, there's really nothing I would do.
She also wanted to know the kind of man she was married to because she allowed him to defend him. She didn't want
no. Okay, she come and get
No, listen. Many women would appreciate that their husbands defended them in that kind of place. That you didn't allow some man to throw pass at me. That would be disrespectful.
No. Sometimes these things are not defense. They are even the aggression. So somebody was hitting on your wife and you say no. He comes back and you say no. And she says no. And the person goes away. He can come 20 times and she keeps saying no. As long as she did not move from your side. They not drag her chair now. Wait, BC. But when they talk this thing, they come. I'm just trying to make sense of things. I'm just trying to bring another side of things. As long as they did not move my chair.
You don't become violent.
It doesn't have to get to that violence. So I've just... considering the aggression of some men, like, excuse me, can you not see? And you carry this thing on your head, you then provoke and you provoke before you know. Maybe
which provocation lead to gunshots?
Maybe.
Which kind of provocation?
If Burna Boy had police attached to him, now I'm not on Burna Boy's side on this at all. At all. Just saying that if Burna Boy has police attached to him and you took the fight from your side of the club where he's sending messenger to his side of the club to go and do some kind of agidi,
as you are,
he just might get a gunshot. They might, yes, it just might. I'm just wondering how his lawyers will be thinking if they bring a defense. And
let me take this call. Yakub, are you there? Thanks for calling.
Yeah,
you're live. Go ahead.
First and foremost, let me disagree with my friend, Mr. Ade from London. You see, your wife, what about if it is your wife that requested for that? Will you say that you are not going to take her to the club? And then I don't see anything bad in that, taking your wife to a club. If it was requested by herself. So it does not necessarily mean that it's only beach, this thing you can take your wife to. Let her request. So having said that, Morayo, all of us, we know that Nigeria is under police. And then for the fact that we are under police, all these artists get escort police to escort them to club. And then it's the Nigerian system. As one of your co-hosts rightly say, why can't he get an ordinary guy instead of Nigerian police? Now, he's shooting that club. Now, if somebody, we don't know, maybe truly somebody die or not, we don't know. If somebody die, now that person don't go forever with that. So now, they detain the guy now. What will happen next? Is he going to be dismissed from the police? Because what he did is wrong. Yes. So that is justice. It is Nigerian society.
All right, thank you. But is Burna Boy guilty? Then they're calling him a fugitive because he didn't know. Is he responsible? He didn't pull the trigger. He didn't instruct them to shoot. He was just making a pass. And
he's more than
he's not for him.
For me, if anything happens, criminal investigation is undergoing and you are a key suspect. You don't just jet out of the country because you are
Burna Boy. You don't report for criminal investigation.
He did not report now.
He did not report because he wasn't aware.
He flew out. He wasn't aware.
Because they have, see, if you check, I'm a fan.
He ran away.
Aside from being a fan,
he didn't run away. He just traveled.
He had a busy schedule. There are conferences.
If you pop out at a club, one person leg,
he didn't know.
He don't know. He's there and gone. If you pop out at a club, one person head open, one person leg open. He can't enter flight.
Hold on. I'm trying my best to be. I'm a fan. I'm trying to be in between. But I know that Burna Boy has a very, very tight schedule. There are concerts everywhere. This guy won a Grammy. He's the biggest.
He won a Grammy, Nima.
Yeah.
He won a Grammy. He's not a small fry.
So he should not be waiting. He's waiting for Nigeria to be saying, collect your passport. When he has performances they've paid for, fully booked, shut down O2, shut down everything. I beg.
Which is why he should comport himself properly.
Which is why we should deal with the real root of the problem.
Police
officers carrying guns and supporting VIPs.
So I want us to separate the conversation. So there's the Burna Boy, our star boy, right? And there's the police who have the authority to shoot, they pull the trigger. They're the ones that have been overzealous. So in this situation, but I agree with you, he's a suspect because we should ask him, we should call him for questioning. What happened exactly? What kind of pass did you make?
Did you hear the analogy, the other side I just
Zoom questioning.
If those police officers attached to him, whose business is as soon as an attack is suspected to do anything to protect him, and they wanted to do anything to protect him, and Alagidi for that say, it was my wife, it was my wife, and they shoot up. You think he doesn't have a case? They all have a case here. These police officers, I don't know how trained they are, but we're only doing what they were assigned to do. If they were allowed to carry guns, they will shoot to disperse any crowd around him.
Let's jokes apart. There are people in the hospital fighting for their lives.
Serious issue.
It could have been worse.
Somebody had a bullet through his head. It could have been worse. So somebody could have died. So this is not as funny as just...
No.
I think
I'm just trying to ease it
across board, we all just need to take responsibility.
Right.
When people trust you, your talent has taken you somewhere and you get to a particular level, it's on you to ensure that you are accountable to people. You are not there you are there by his grace. And so with everything you do, you must lace it with understanding and empathy for other people. You don't get there and feel so proud and forget yourself. Right. You start, like the kings of old, they could do and undo just because they had the power. And there's always a warning and a downfall waiting. So at every point in time, you must take responsibility. I was saying initially that if you have a conversation and you say, except there is a risk on my life and there's a shootout happening, then you can shoot. But we're going to a public place. Please, as much as you can, just find a way. They're supposed to have
because what if the husband of this woman had a gun?
Yes.
You could have like, because you're making a pass on my wife.
And he has something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for a police to actually bring out a gun, let us also see where their own reasoning, because he could have been a threat to the principal.
Yes.
He did not, but he could have. As you said, he came from Bronx.
Yes.
Just landed from Bronx, just get gun, and he wants to be, you made the pass on my wife, you're dead. So there are different reasons why a police will shoot, but at the same time, our police must be more responsible.
Yes, they must be more.
What they did, somebody could have.
All of them are responsible for what has happened. Everybody should come and answer to it. So if we use this like a scapegoat, it has happened. Next time, you know how to comport yourself better. Other people, other artists, other actors who feel they can do and undo, and politicians who have these guts and feel we can do and undo, we take a cue from that.
Let's not forget the vital point that Ope made earlier. that we're looking for guns in our police stations.
God, no.
The police in Ogbomoso Shell station, they don't have.
They don't have.
Or your state station, all the local stations around, they don't have bullets.
They don't have guns.
They don't have fuel in their car. But these escorts, they are well dressed. Goodness me, do you see them? Nicely dressed. They
He's one
pay
boy
them.
that is wearing clothes for his own details. That's the truth.
How do you know that?
He's the one. That's the truth.
He will dress them up.
I saw the one detailed to that one that wanted to shoot my head. They did not look like the ordinary one. And because,
He didn't want to shoot your head, though.
see,
They exaggerate.
See, that explains some of their overzealousness. You get dollars. Most of the police officers in the police stations want to get attached to high-profile
really
officers.
do.
Yeah.
They are looking for
pays
that.
more.
How do I break even? This work I they do, how much is the salary? But when I'm attached,
I know
I get
someone-
some benefits, and those benefits is why they want to go there. We know these things.
Nima, I know someone who's worked with a revamped, what do you call those people that are in the creeks? Militants.
Yeah.
A revamped militant, and he's been with that person for 12 years. The militant, ex-militant was saying that, this guy has been with me for 12 years. He carried the gun when he was coming, he shot into the air. Just attending a party. And I was wondering, why would you shoot into the air? Because person
to
attending a
clear
party,
road.
just to clear road for the person. He said, this guy has been with me for 12 years. I've built house for him. I've paid his children's school fees. The man is a He's a 7 officer, but he's attached to this man and he's not going anywhere
So
else.
most police officers aspire to be
Yeah,
attached.
because we need to make it more conducive for them to do the job they're meant to do,
pay
which is
better.
protect every individual like this.
Okay, we have to wrap up. Any comments on social media so we can wrap up? On
Burna
Burna
Boy
Boy. So is Burna Boy
ran
back in Nigeria now?
He's
Yeah,
not
he's
performing in
He's
other
Spain.
countries.
Simeon says, the man no one take chances. Uju Gloria says, Burna Boy is guilty as charged. They are not charging. Idera says, Morel stole the show today with a traditional home inclined outfit.
Oh, that's sweet.
Thank you. More shine. Be more shine.
Thank you.
Adeola says, to me, the husband didn't do anything wrong. Burna didn't regard him. That's why he went back after the woman ignored him the first time. And I absolutely agree.
So there was a report about Wande Cole, and somebody was making a report.
outside.
I don't have time to take it, but he was also accusing Wande Cole as men and his gang beating up his brother. We'll look at that story.
all of
them.
So I guess it goes back to this overzealousness of those protecting these
But for
people.
this man,
And the
just
way
in
they
case
see their-
the Nigerian system doesn't avail him, because we've seen this fail at Caroline and the other guy's episode that we didn't see criminal
didn't see the end.
justice. So pursue civil justice. Somebody cannot just shoot at you at a public place in Nigeria.
Okay, and we pray for the quick recovery of those in the hospital. I mean, it's not a joke at all. It's not something that we should, because they could have died. One bullet went through their head, and another one through the thigh. We just hope that they recover quickly. Thank you so much for joining us on the show today. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.